Hey guys, welcome to week 9 of Respect Your Elders. Had a pretty fun week last week with no bye weeks for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, went from 6 the week before, none this week, to 4. Another fun fact for this week, we've had a bunch of bad median weeks, and I think we're heading into another one. I'm going to take a look at some of the projected starting quarterbacks for the week. Taylor Heineke, which actually might be a benefit to the Falcons, we don't know. But then we got Jaren Hall, the rookie. PJ Walker potentially for Cleveland. And then Vegas, they're going to go with the rook, Aiden O'Connell. Another rook, Clayton Tune in Arizona. Tyson Bagent, one more week in Chicago at least. And then we got Brett Ripien for the Rams. That's a bunch of not great quarterbacks on paper. You never know.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, maybe they're all great. Hope they are. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah. Jump into last week's games, see what happened, and
some interesting things happened.
Yeah, we got a little Alex Apocalypse happening.
A little bit, yeah. He came out with the 2-0.
Yeah, another grilling matchup. Unable to pull it out.
He was saying that he was being disrespected by people putting him last in the standings.
Yeah.
Well, you guys want to take a look at the standings right now and check out who's in last now.
Yeah.
I think he might owe some apologies to a few folks.
Yeah, I got to send some letters out there or something.
Yeah. But whatever the opposite of grilling is, he needs to do that.
Icing.
Sure.
He's going to be icing cakes, just baking in the kitchen. Thanks for coming to my icing tutorials.
The great Colton Baking Show.
Yeah, exactly. Make it happen, Colton, and send me some of that cake. Then we had number 3, Mahomes Improvement versus number 7, The Unknowns, and how do you keep doing this, Garrett?
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be studied at this point. If you get down into a low down, drag out, brutal, like smackdown with Garrett under 100 points, you're going to lose.
He doesn't lose them, but he also gets them.
Yeah.
So much.
He pulls you into it.
Like Chris just came off of a 176-point game and then scored 79.
Yeah, I mean, it hurts my feelings just a wee bit.
Like we said at the beginning of the year, if he can keep getting those head-to-head wins, he'll stay in the fight. He is staying in the fight.
And this is Garrett's first win versus Chris, so love that. He's definitely one to watch out for, especially if he keeps this up going into the playoffs. He keeps taking those head-to-head wins. I mean, that's all it takes.
If he gets to play Aaron round 1, Aaron normally scores about 60 in the playoffs, so maybe Aaron's team thinks he's in the playoffs right now.
Ooh.
I mean, speaking of Aaron, he played me last week. He scored 93 to my 177.
This is your third game over 170 this year.
Fun fact, that's actually, nobody's done that before. 3 170-point games in a year. Topped the score for this year and also another top 10 score, so that's fun.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Unfortunate for Aaron. Then we had you.
Yes.
Number 1 Red Rain versus number 8 Abilene Woodpeckers. Miller, he's trying.
Yeah, I mean, the stars looked like they were aligning. I think what really it comes down to, Miles Sanders, former player for my team, current player for the Carolina Panthers, the team I'm a fan of. I think it was a little bit of a sleeper agent action. He went in, he said, Mir's going to start me. I'm not going to do anything this week.
Yep. Not only Miles Sanders, but Devontae Adams could have had like a 98-yard touchdown and a 60-yard touchdown.
That was some of the worst quarterback play I have ever seen.
Yeah.
And Jacoby Myers, they just forgot he was on the team.
Oh, yeah, Miller doesn't have Devontae Adams.
But yeah, and Mir still winless against me. Hopefully it stays like that. Perpetrator lost. Everything's good with the world.
Yeah, also, we had 2 more people trying to incite the insurrection last week, and those 2 were the bottom 2 scores of the week.
Yeah, one of them also just fell into last place.
Yeah.
So not only was he the worst team this week, he's the worst team overall on the season now.
Chase didn't say anything on video, but he said some stuff with his score. Taking down Jacob. They were both averaging right around 100.
Yep.
Thought it was going to be a close game. Chase said, nope. 134, number 2 score of the week. Jacob gets the 0-2.
Jacob hasn't gotten a split decision yet. No 1-1s. He's
Nope.
either 2-0 or 0-2.
He's the opposite of Garrett.
Yeah.
He is all in on one side or the other. Garrett's like, I'll ride right in the middle. It's fine. But yeah, Jacob still hasn't beat Chase since 2020. And Chase up to 50% win percentage against the Elders.
Ooh.
But yeah, jumping into the standings, like we mentioned, Alex jumping Colt falling dead last. He has been a bottom 3 score for 7 straight weeks.
I mean, it's not the way I would attempt to run a fantasy team.
No.
But, you know, to each their own.
Garrett jumping Aaron there. Aaron's still on that losing streak of just not scoring well at all. And Garrett back on his head-to-head streak. He's 2 weeks strong on those head-to-head matchups. Chase didn't jump anybody, but he is now tied with Chris after Chris is awful week. So that is a tied for third place, and then we got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3 wins. That's pretty fun.
It is fun. And then me and you just sitting up at the top.
Yeah, we're just hanging out. That's why we're on the show, guys.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually why we kicked Jacob off this year.
Yeah. We knew his team wasn't looking too good. We're like, off to Korea you go. On to week 9.
Week 9.
Starting off, we got number 5 Pentaji football team versus dead last worst team in the league, AC1 Purdy. I mean, you can't score a bottom 3 score and expect to win. Unless you're Garrett, I guess. Garrett probably could do that.
He put up a lot of stink about people putting him at 10th. 7 straight weeks with a bottom 3 score sounds like something a team ranked number 10 would do.
Alex has less.
Yeah.
Alex has 2 scores over the median.
Yeah. Let that sink in, Colt. It is a potential grilling episode if he is even willing to do that at this point.
Yeah, if he still even owns the grill.
Yeah, they might take it away from him, honestly. I don't have much faith in Colt's team, so I think Jacob's going to just get back to his 2-0 and move on.
Yeah, I mean, Jacob has to be careful, too. I mean, with everybody being that close right there in the middle of the rankings, he's 5th right now, but...
Yeah, no 2 could really screw him up.
Then we got number 1, Red Rain, versus number 7, Hungry Hush Puppies.
That is Aaron.
And he is trying to get off this losing streak that he has been on.
I feel like we kind of kickstarted it by bringing him up on the show. That's our bad. We have apologized for that.
Yeah,
it's no longer our fault.
Also, Aaron ranked you the lowest out of everybody, down at 6th.
Yeah.
I think that what he did was just weighed last year a lot more than everybody else did.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair. Last year I was bad, missed playoffs. You know, shit happens. But I don't think it was really my team. I think it was just an unlucky season. Kind of like what Aaron's in right now. I don't think his team is the 7th best team in the league. No. He's just been unlucky. I mean, he's ranked 7. It's not like he's, Colt, the worst team in the league.
I'm also a bitch.
Then we got number 3, Mahomes Improvement. Worst score of the week last week.
Not a place Chris usually is.
No, he's not normally there.
Nope.
Versus number 9, Bad Boys.
Fresh off a 2-0.
Yeah, not normally where Alex is.
No, that's true. This is 2 very unfamiliar meetings. The roles are flipped for once.
Yep. This is interesting if you guys can keep that up.
It is worth noting that Chris's lowest average points for is versus Alex. So he feeds into that Alex apocalypse maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah, we'll see if Alex can keep up that. He's scored in the 112 area twice now. So
yeah, I think the one big flaw for Alex this week is it is the Jags bye, but no ETN. So maybe Joe Burrow can the Joe Burrow Tyler Boyd stack. The one you never want to get hit with.
It's that, and anytime you see Gabe Davis running down the field, you're like, oh no, it's this week, isn't it? I feel like Gabe Davis is the key to the Alex apocalypse.
I mean, I would say so. Yeah, he's really a boom or bust guy, but when he booms, it's pretty high.
Yeah, and it seems like the whole team is on board whenever.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, Gabe's going off. I guess I'll go off too.
Yeah. Then we have number 6, the Unknowns versus number 8, Abilene Woodpeckers.
So close yet so far.
2-0 away from being in the playoffs for Miller. Trying to turn things around. He did find a way over 100 last week versus you, but did not get the win. This is basically the matchup of Miller is the reason for the median, and Garrett's the one that doesn't like the median from last week. Garrett got the bottom 3 score last week. Miller losing with almost 120.
Yep.
He's going to want the median. Garrett's like, get the median out of my league.
And also, the whole reason Garrett's in the league is because Mir left, so it's always a fun matchup when they play each other. And this is the only team Garrett has left that he hasn't beat, because he took down you and Chris this year.
Yep. Both teams struggling to find 100 points this year, but Miller's team the one struggling to find the wins. Garrett is finding those wins.
That is true also.
Also, Garrett put Miller down at 9th, which is the lowest that anybody had Miller. So that's a little bit of disrespect after Miller put him at 5th.
They're both one off, so
I guess, you know what, fair play. In the last game of the week, number 2, Trade Station versus number 4, What'll It Take. Chase technically tied for 3rd. Both of us coming off of our highest score of the year last week.
Oh.
3 of our 4 games against each other, the winner had to score 140.
So I mean, it sounds like you guys are bringing it.
Yeah, it's normally a big game. I mean, I averaged 132 to his 108, but I think his average is kind of pulled down from those first couple years of his rebuild.
Yeah, and we were just talking about how Chase is on the hunt for that over 50% versus the Elders. So this is the first step to that matchup. He's also starting both the people he traded for with Aaron. See if you get some early dividends or not.
Yeah. We did both agree in the preseason rankings that I was number 1. So don't Chase.
Don't
do it. But yeah, we'll see if Colt can get another grilling episode out there, or if he's just.
I think if he fails this one, I think he just has to call it off the rest of the year, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't.
I think every week needs to be an apology to the league.
Yeah, to the whole league actually.
Yeah. He picks a new team every week to send an apology to.
Yeah.
Also, do the baking show.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
Actually would be fun.
Yeah, I would like to watch you ice some cake.
Wear an apron if you have one. I'm sure there's one in the house.
Yeah, you got an apron.
You seem like an apron guy.
Yeah.
If I make the playoffs, it's gonna be good.